Welcome, guys. How's it going? Happy Wednesday, hump day. The week is almost over with. Please excuse our tardiness. We were having some issues with the connection. Let's hope it will be okay while we get this show started. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. How are you doing? Let us know where you tuned in from. Today is our fifth day of the marathon, guys, and it has been a blessing. It has been, I say, successful to an extent, and let's continue to be successful. Let's continue to share with family and friends. And as I've shared every night for the next, up until tomorrow is our finale. I will not be on the show by myself. I will have someone here joining me on the show. Mercedes says, let's go, Mercedes. How are you? How's it going? Claude Constant says, hello, Mercedes. Has the live started? I'm on now, guys. But please excuse me because the connection has not been so good. So I'm hoping that it doesn't act up during the show. We've talked about why you should donate. We've talked about different facets of donations. But tonight, we will be hitting a different facet as to why going beyond donations or beyond sponsorship is imperative as well. So let's welcome our guest for tonight to the show and let her introduce herself. So I wanna let you guys know she is very, very shy. The homie Mercedes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I literally had to talk her into it. So I want you to introduce yourself, Liz, and tell the world who you are.
Ooh.
Share.
Well, thanks for having me. The pleasure is all mine. Just because it's for the kids is why I'm here. And you also.
Thank you. You look beautiful, and
Well,
I
thank
thank
you
you for coming on with
Yes.
us. Share a little bit about yourself for those who don't know you, who are gonna be watching, who would like to know who Miss Elizabeth is.
No, don't miss me. I'm just Liz. Just stick with the Liz.
I forget.
Stick with the Liz.
All right.
See. I joined this community years ago. And when you first moved down to Haiti, I was just going through the YouTube and I saw you and I was like, I like this young lady. So I subscribed. And then I unsubscribed you. And I was
unsubscribed?
Yes, I did.
Why?
I don't know. I just did it because I wanted to take a look at you from behind the screen. But I followed you. I said nothing. I made no comments, nothing. I just looked at you and watched you. And then I told my husband, I said, there's something about her that I love. And he goes, you don't even know her. I say, I know, but it's something, just something. And then you start putting houses together. I was part of that. And I told him, I said, you know what? All my life, as far as I could remember, since I was in my 20s, I always help organizations with kids. I'm always helping. You know, it doesn't have to be because I know that person or I don't know that person. I love helping. It keeps me ticking. It's like my heartbeat. So I subscribed again. I only let you go for a few months. Wasn't long.
Thank you.
And I came back on and I'm still here.
Thank you.
And and the reason why, because you never changed. Your team remained the same, and it's love. And that's why I subscribe back to you, because unselfishly, you have given so much.
Thank
You
you.
never stop. You don't complain. You just, and you had a lot of obstacles,
Mhm.
but you never. I saw you cried on screen. I saw you cried live. You made me cry. And I said, you know what? I'll go all the way with you, no
Thank
matter
you.
what. And when you decided that you always wanted to have a center, it was in
Mm-hmm.
your heart, you just didn't know, because you have a good bit of followers, but I think we need more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you came from far. You landed in Haiti, couldn't speak one word of Creole. Your Creole was
Was a
absolutely,
loss.
mm, well,
You
I'm
didn't
I
speak Creole. You don't speak Creole, but you knew I wasn't speaking it right.
oh, I
Whatever
knew
I
you
was
wasn't speaking
speaking,
it right.
you
I
knew
am
I wasn't on it.
but
It's still a process.
but you know what, you have come such a long way, and I saw growth within you, positive growth. And you everyone, you have a beautiful community, and I know you're
Thank
aware of that. And I love you, and I know we love you. I'm using the word we, because we always there. Whatever you need, some of us more, everybody helps you out, do what they have to do, but the most important things are the kids. My
you.
topic today is the kids, going beyond sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
What
little.
let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
What does going beyond sponsorship means to you for those who are listening? And why is it important for sponsors to be involved beyond just paying
Beyond just
the
putting
school
that,
fees?
yeah, it's been to me, it's like I'm a godmother. I have many godchildren, but I show up. I don't just say hi, hello. I literally showed up. I have this young lady. She's a girl, child, 9. She's going to be 13 this year. And I go beyond just paying for her schooling. Every single month, I send money for her. Her life has been absolutely in a mess. Father died. Her mom is mentally not there. We put her in a home, gave her shelter and everything, and the mom picked up and left her and her 2 little siblings in a house by herself. But I always send money. I called Marie up. I said, Marie, I need to do something for me. I said, I'll send money, as little as it is, a little bit for everyone, for the community, to help the people. But this little girl is mine. She's my goddaughter. And I want you to give her money so she can feed her little brother, feed herself, clothe her. I go beyond, because it's not just sponsoring a child. They go to school, they have the uniform. It's more than that. She has to eat, feed the mind, not just the stomach. And it's been hard, but and then I said to Maria, I said, out of the money, I'm gonna send you a little bit extra. And I want you
No,
to hold.
don't go there yet because that's a part of my questioning. And don't don't do that yet.
Okay, all
You
right,
hear
all
me?
right, all right, all right, all right.
Because we want to bring in people too. Because if we give them everything, they don't be like, I see Marinium later, because they've already said enough. So you kind of want to,
Sounds like a plan.
but I want to say, you are one who I think set the stage with me as far as knowing what can be expected of a sponsor. At the beginning with sponsorship, I always have a fear. People don't believe this. And
Mhm.
you would not believe this watching and following. And I want to thank you guys too for tuning in. Don't forget to please share the live as you come in. I do have a fear of asking
Yeah.
because when I meet great people like yourself and many others who's watching, you guys pretty much leave your door open where, hey, I can call, I can, come there and actually speak. But not everybody leaves themselves like that, and which is okay. Because some people, they just wanna just, hey, I will sponsor this child just that one time, or I will. Some people would even say, I don't want to do that, but I don't, because they don't want to be committed. But when I get someone to decide, yes, I will sponsor a child, now that's another thing. Because my fear is, if I continue to call these people, would that person feel that I'm over asking? Could I possibly get in the way of that child's success by sharing too many updates, by sharing too many bad news about that child to the sponsor? Right? So, with all of that discomfort that I had, the relationship that you and I begun, because you've been here since day one, it made me a lot more comfortable because at times you're talking things into me too, telling me, our sponsors need to do this, they need to do that, they need to do this a little bit more. You've shared why it's important to you. But for someone who's watching, can you share why is it important, period? And what impact have you had on that child you sponsor from being so hands-on?
Hope, hope, and forget I'm going to be Terry, but it's hope
No,
because
Elizabeth, please do not come on here crying because
I
both of us will be crybabies and we cannot
I
do this
know,
today.
but it's kids, and I remember
We
myself
got to
being as a
balance
kid.
each other.
I know, I know. I remember myself as a kid, and hope, hope, hope is like a heartbeat. You know, we um we go to bed and we hope we will get up to see the next day. If everything in this child life is so negative, sometimes the scripture says, the book of James chapter 1 says, a perfect religion is to visit the widows and help the orphans. Sometimes you have a mom and a dad, and sometimes the dad is nothing. Sometimes it's you have parents, but there's nothing there because they lost hope. And sometimes a parent is taken away, and the other parent feels hopeless. And to be a kid and to feel hopeless is the most devastating thing any child can go through. And I know lots of us are out there. We support lots of organization, but there's one thing about life in Haiti. This is one thing that puts them in a different place from everyone else. Is that I can call up the host. I can say, Marie, I want to see my girl. I want to speak to her. And even though she speaks Creole, I am not Haitian. My husband is. And I said to him, you have to interpret this for me. And I'm encouraging anyone, and when a child has hope, that child progress in a way that, oh my gosh, it's life. It's life. She gets up, she goes to school. When I speak to her, she now she's learning English and she's so happy. She's like, I just want to speak to you. So I'm giving a child hope. No matter what, hope is important. When you lose hope, you feel empty. And I remember that feeling as a child, just feeling empty because something, you just feel hopeless. It's not because parents are doing nothing wrong. It's just everything around you just feel so hopeless. So I'm giving my girl hope. And I know there's a lot of sponsor parents out there. A little bit extra helps a lot. I know we all taking from our pockets and we giving everything, but these kids in Haiti has a lot of negative things towards them. Just by the way the education system is set up, it's already a loss. And they continue to practice it. When a child is so young, the child is nurturing. They're like sponge. They pick up everything. But if you have no school, you have nothing to attend, you feel like nothing. In the center that we are part of in this community is a lot. Marie is an awesome human being. She showed these kids, she's a big mama. She's a big mama. Because you got a big heart. I watch these kids, when they see you, they feel hope. So sponsor parents out there, just a little bit, a little extra. A little extra, because sometimes they're in a home, they're in a house, but it's not a home. They're in a house and they have no food. And they have no clothes, and they feel hopeless. And these kids are not just we sponsoring them. We are godparents. It's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gift, and that is how I treat it, as a gift. She's a gift. And all the others to come, they are gifts to me. So I give extra because I want her to be hopeful. Today, she may no one, maybe she's nobody, but tomorrow she's going to be somebody. She could be the next prime minister, she can have her own business. She can do whatever she pleases to, because there is hope. And there's many kids out there that feels hopeless. And we as godparents need our sponsored children, our godchildren, to feel hopeful. So we need more sponsors. We need more parents out there. Not just to put a child in uniform. Not just to give a little $5 or $2. A little $10 extra. Make sure the child has medical checkup. Because that is your kid. You said yes. And yes doesn't mean putting them in a uniform. Yes means yes for everything. So I'm saying that to everyone out there. Life in Haiti children needs everyone. Needs everyone. They said that there's a saying that says it takes a village to raise a child. But if the villagers in that village is sleeping and is hopeless, how can a child find hope?
Now, let me ask you, and thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, we still have the marathon live going on tonight. I will also be sharing who won the bags, the duffel bags yesterday from those who donated yesterday. Let me give a shout out today. Hold on a second. Let me give a shout out to a $20 PayPal that came today from Nina Constant. Thank you so much, Nina Constant, for the $20 PayPal. May God bless you abundantly. And thank you so much for the $20 PayPal. So tonight, guys, The fundraiser continue. Please share it with family and friends. And no amount of donations is too small. It is for the kids. And
It's
we're pushing to raise at a minimum 1,500 because it will be matched dollar for dollar from an anonymous donor. So we're close to it. We're not there yet, guys. So please share. Let's continue to donate tonight. And we will also be back tomorrow.
Marie, where are you? Marie, where are you?
I'm back. Please
Marie, where are
excuse
you?
us. I'm right here. I apologize. My internet connection is coming in and out, and it's been giving us problems since the beginning. That is why I try to rotate between YouTube and StreamYard. And I pretty much like StreamYard better because of the presentation of StreamYard. I think it is nicer, but for some reason, the internet connection that we need is heavy, and lately internet connection has been a great luxury around here. But guys, it is very important when sponsoring a child to do a little bit more, going beyond sponsorship. Tonight, I hope that Liz can, speak on and have you guys see and understand why that is so important. Because at time it's me that's telling you, and I am the one who's pushing to bring you on as a sponsor. So it is always good to have someone who is a sponsor speak about the importance of going beyond sponsorship when helping. I don't think just kids in Haiti. If you have a child that you sponsor in Africa, in India, anywhere in the world, guys. So I don't want us to think that this is simply for Haiti. But since on Life in Haiti, we're talking about Life in Haiti with Marie sponsorship, we're giving it from this aspect. But if you are a sponsor and you're involved in any child's life, don't forget, guys, please share the live. Share it to your Facebook status. Share it to your WhatsApp status. Please share it. How can a sponsor build a meaningful connection with the child that they're supporting? Example, you have some people who are not really familiar with the Haitian culture and they don't speak the language and may feel a little out of place. How can a sponsor build that meaningful connection with a child through the small obstacles that they may have or differences?
Through you, your interpreter, you're an awesome one. I called you. Before I called my husband, I called you and I said, Marie. And that is why that's what I love about Life in Haiti. I sponsor kids before all over the world, but I never get to be hands-on. I just send my money, and God alone knows what it did with my money. And I got a picture of some kid that they say was a kid I was sponsoring, but no. With Life in Haiti, if you ask Marie to speak to that kid, that is how I built a great relationship with my goddaughter through Marie. And I speak English, she speaks Creole, and Marie just go back and forth, back and forth. You know, I know some Haitian, I know some words, some Creole words, but I don't speak the language. Just a little bit. Once a month, if it's once a month, just check it, you know. And that kid will start, because what my little girl did, she was going through a lot. And I said, Marie, I have this just little off. Can you go check her for me? And she's far up on a hill. She's on a mountain. Marie says, I don't have a vehicle right now, but the moment I get something, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And she went. And when she went there, that little girl just started expressing herself. She made me cry. And she was saying all the things that she was going through. You know, so it's nice to have that relationship, not just to sponsor a kid and not knowing how that child is doing, but to know. And this is the only, I don't know if any other groups out there is like that. I have, as I said, in my 20s, I'm now in my mid 50s, and I haven't met anyone besides LIFEINHAITI that I can call up. Yes, we're a small group, but every group starts off small and they go beyond. But Marie always said, if Marie couldn't do it, she said, I'll send boss man. Somebody's going to go. Someone is going to help. So there's a lot of...
Sometimes, not to interrupt you, Liz, sometimes I really feel that the world say they want something, but in reality, that's not what they want. Because when I started the sponsorship program, I would watch how other people did their sponsorships. And you're correct. Many of them, they just sent out a picture. And I felt that was kind of, you could take that anyhow, right? How many people may be getting that same picture? How would you be able to tell the difference, right? And I wanted it to be personal. I wanted you to have that relationship with your sponsored child, to know that, hey, this child is your child that you are sponsoring in Haiti. When you come, this is who you're responsible for. And I try to structure it that way, and I do have a lot of the people, but getting everyone on board seems to be somewhat a little difficult, because once you become a sponsor, it's pretty much you are a second mother.
Yeah.
And
or
it
father.
is it or father. That's true. Excuse me, guys. Or father, and I do have many fathers in the house too. So you become a second parent to that child, and it's a very, very imperative for you to be involved, for you to be as hands-on as possible. And some people think it's just the monetary support. Not really. If you're able to afford the monetary support, then that's a great thing. But the emotional support, the mental support, that's another huge support that a lot of children in Haiti needs. Not only children, even the staff. Because at times it's like, I'm thinking of a way to, because you guys are probably thinking, hey, how easy or how difficult it is to work with kids. But have you guys thought about, it's kind of to the left, but working with the staff as well, and teaching them that structure as far as a work environment, and for them not to take things so personal, because, and that's a whole nother show, so I'm not going to get into that. But that mental support is a good thing because it keeps that child balanced. As you said, that child could have woke up hopeless, feeling as if, hey, I'm in Haiti, no one cares about me, you know. um who cares about me, or my
Yep.
mother don't, my father don't. And you hear
Mhm.
many great testimonies where kids grew up in households that was not the best households, but it
No.
was organizations, people within organizations that
Help.
end up coming into contact with them, that blessed them and gave them the knowledge that they have to be who they are
Yeah.
today. And all of that comes from having that emotional connection with your sponsored child.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for tuning
Okay.
in. Hold on, let me give some shout outs here. And don't be shy, guys, to interact, to ask questions. Are you a sponsor? Why are you not a sponsor? Are you thinking about being a sponsor? Please,
Please.
ask questions. Do not be afraid. And
Yeah.
also check out our website. And from our website, if you would like to get in touch with me, you can do so directly. Hold on, let me see. And let me give a shout out. Hold on a second. Shout out to $100 GoFundMe that just came in from, hold on, we have $100 GoFundMe just coming in from Martha Diaz Lynn.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Martha Diaz
Thank you.
Lynn. I just want to say thank you so much. I do believe it's your first time donating to Life in Haiti.
Yes.
Please, if you are watching, please
Please.
send me an email. That way, if you end up happening to be the winner of the duffel bag, then I will be able to get that duffel bag to
Yeah.
you so that you can get your duffel bag. So I don't have your email, being that the donation came in through GoFundMe. But if you are watching, please just send me an email. Let me know who you are so we can be sure to get your duffel bag out to you. So, guys, don't forget to please share, to please like if you've yet to do so. Um, what are some ways that you've been supportive with your sponsored child? I know you mentioned it, but what are some ways for those who are just tuned in?
What are some ways? Hmm. There's lots of ways you can help with that child health, emotional support, because most of us is in foreign. Just building a relationship with that child. I'll say godchild, because that's what we are. That's what we are. Because that's what the responsibility we picked up, and that's what we're supposed to be. Sometimes I help with medical, food, clothing. I put extra money in their pocket, and I do something else. Can I say what I do, Marie?
No, don't don't say it yet. I will share a little bit more about her sponsored child and why it's important, guys, to pretty much be involved. I always envision kind of, I don't want to be in people business because that's the last thing that I can handle here. But a lot of the kids here, let's say we have a kid that's always depressed, or
Mm,
a kid that you just don't understand, or
damn.
they're constantly absent in school, or they're not passing. You just want to know, what is it that we can do, maybe to put a little comfort there, to kind of bring about a solution to the situation. One of the first issues that we came across was
Mm.
with her sponsored child. And it wasn't anything that we planned, imagined, or anything. I went up to the school, go there, and I asked how many kids you have that are passing kids, or kids who cannot go to school. Give me 20. And this is background work. You guys don't know. Um, so I said, I'm looking to push for 20 kids, 20 new kids to come into the program. I'm going to push for us to bring in 20 sponsors. They give me names. And before I do anything, I actually did 30, but I picked 20. And I interview the parents, because the schools, I've learned, they will tell you one thing, but then it be something else, because either they want their friends, they're this or that.
Mhm.
So what I did, the team and I, we did interviews. I actually got to know the parents. I spoke to the parents. I just did my own research. I asked questions. I found out people were saying this was their child, and then in reality, it wasn't their child. They were lying. Birth certificate says something else, and I'm
Else.
asking, hey, what's your name? And anyway, make a long story short, she ended up being one of the kids we chose. And she was one of the last kids we chose, but I just was moved to help her. She just had this innocence in her eyes, and I just was drawn to her. We enrolled her in school like we do every year. We pay
Mhm.
the tuition, and then we give them their material. And after
Mhm.
that, we're waiting on the first day. First week of school, I believe she was present maybe one day. Four, she wasn't. 2, 3 weeks into school, she was barely present. So I was constantly asking questions about where was this little girl and why was she not present.
Mm.
So the director told me that her father was sick and not well, and that was one of the issues with why she wasn't present. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks went by. After that, I asked about her again. Remember, she still wasn't going to school.
Mhm.
And I find out that the father actually had passed away. And now the director says, since I have been asking about her so much, that he went there. And now she is the one, at this time, she's what, 8?
Yeah, good on
Left
nine.
to take care of her siblings. So I'm
Mhm.
like, oh,
Mm.
okay. So, the mother, I remember the interview, but the mother didn't have a relationship with me. So I said, okay, no, we're not going to have that. So one day after school, I decided we're going to go there. And I'm going to go, before I just form an opinion or jump to conclusion, I'm going to make sure that what I'm hearing is correct
Mhm.
and not to put assumption. So we headed there to go and visit. And I'm telling you, her story is one that is still on the channel. Just so happened from
Mm.
what I was hearing, I was like, Boss Mike, when we head up, we're gonna
Mm.
film. We're gonna film everything and show it to our people, right? And when we get there, guys, I don't know if I
What
can
a mess.
share it with you guys, but I will see if I can find it and share it with you all.
What a mess.
What I had assumed to be possibly negligence on her part or her not wanting to come to school, yada, 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 turned out to be, I believe that visit was God pushing me there. Then
Yeah.
I realized how important it is for us to be hands on and
Yep.
be involved with these
Mhm.
kids, because there's a lot of hopelessness in Haiti.
Yes.
You have a lot of parents that's disabling their children right within the home.
Mhm.
And it does for us to get more successful stories out of Haiti. I think that the diaspora community plays a big role. And the role that we play, it is not just a role of just sending money. of just putting money, but
Money.
it's also a role of really getting involved, seeing what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
seeing how we can make a difference. We're going to continue with the show. If I can find or add that playlist and show you guys the first video, I will share it with you guys to show you guys just how
Right.
important, because if we were just like any other program where
Mm.
we just invested money and that's it, then that little girl could
You've been
possibly
gone.
be in a whole lot worse situation.
True.
While I find that video, how did you feel about that upload, watching it the first time when I released it? I'm gonna go search for it now.
I cried. I cried. I cried. I was angry, but we did it. It was a mess. It was a mess because she's a child. She's a baby. I can't blame her mom because the mom is not mentally there. I don't think she is. But as I said, being a sponsor parent, being a godparent, you have just make it an effort to be there. Just it's not the money. Just be there. Just be there. Just be there in any way you can. As I said, once a month, once a week, say hi. Ça va, comment ça va bien. Just something, just something. Besides just that kid feeling like there's nothing and no one. We can do better, and we should do more. We should do more. Anyone that has sponsor kids, let's do something different. Let's do something different. Let's show up. Let's call. Showing up as in calling. Let's build a relationship. Not just birthday pass and you get you keep a birthday party and all of that and Christmas and all of these things. No, 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 no. A little bit more. How is school going? Do you need help? My little girl need tutoring. Pay for that. In the summertime, make sure that, because I want her to succeed, because she no longer should be feeling hopeless, because there is hope. The Almighty, the Elohim, put her in my life. He is hope. He give me hope. I'll give her hope. I'll give her hope. She has hope. So we are more than just, as I said, putting on a uniform on a child. We can do much more than that. Much more. And much more is required of us. Let's make a difference. Let's make a difference because we can. As I said, a phone call. Marie will find that child. Marie know where that child is. Build a relationship with your godchild. This community we have is absolutely different from everyone else. That's why we gonna get 1 million subscribers. We need that. We need people to hear there's still love out there.
But I'm gonna tell you this. See, a lot of people assume that you need 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna tell you one
I know
thing
you
I've
don't.
learned about YouTube. I'll tell you one thing, and if I have other YouTubers watching, they'll tell you. You got some YouTubers that's high off that number, which is
Okay.
great. But you can have a channel with 1,000 people and one with 1 million people can't stand in front of your 1,000 people army.
Agree. I agree.
Because if you have 1 million of nothing and this person have 500 solid, I guarantee you, in social media, people think that it's the subscribership. Subscribership don't really mean anything. Some people go off and buy subscribership nowadays. You know what I mean? It means nothing.
Thing.
Focus on the solid people
Mm-hmm.
who rocks with you,
I
your
agree.
audience, and move forward. I always tell God, if this channel get to 1 million, I'm happy. If it gets wherever it goes, because I didn't think it'd get this far, this quick. you know. I didn't think that I'd ever be a YouTuber. So for today, it is a blessing to be able to have the audience and the following and the subscribership that we have with Life in Haiti, and
Yeah.
to continue to be able to make a difference, right? I don't want I don't ever want to get to a point where I feel that you, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there, right? But I found that upload, yeah, I don't, because sometimes when you say certain things, it get twisted
Be
and
careful.
people
Be
take
careful.
it the wrong way, right? And I don't want it to be anything like that tonight because it's
No.
about the kids.
True.
So wherever God takes us, then I've learned to not worry about numbers and
Okay.
cater to my peoples. Because if you focus on numbers with YouTube, then you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're
Crazy.
going to fall in a state of depression. And as a woman, I feel like I have to get out of character in order to get certain attention.
No.
And one thing I've learned is that all I have to do is wait my time. Your time is your time. And God's timing for me, it may not be right
Amen.
now. You know what I mean? So
Amen.
just wait on God's timing. And I want to do that. I don't ever want to feel like I have to get out of character to seek out of, I
I
have
know.
to do certain things too. I want to stay in my lane. I want to continue to be a blessing
You
and
are.
stay in that lane that I envision every night. I don't want social media to push me somewhere for the sake of
You don't
numbers
need to
and
be.
money only. Yeah. So I found that upload, right? And I want to share it with you guys for those who are probably new, who are just tuning in to Life in Haiti. I want to share some of that upload, or maybe you've been here and missed it, I don't know. But I want to share some of that first visit with you guys. Give me a second. I'm live. I'll call you in a minute.
Here we go.
To check out while I'm there, and also because of her sponsor. She was not present today, and we're going to really take a look at the situation. So I'll take you all on the ride, so you can kind of get an idea of how far each of these students walk to get to the school. I mean, there's not many schools in this area, which leads to us having to keep them in this school. So enjoy the ride, enjoy the view. Early in the morning, and it's so cold up here. That one's like what is here. Good. Allez, doit se jouer, Dominique. Wow.
Just have to go to Body. And I go there. I'm doing it. Right on top.
Okay. Please share, guys. Please share.
Questi domini nasce in
I asked if she walked all this way to
Yeah.
come to school every day.
Yeah. 2 hours.
every day. But I can see why she kind of stayed in today. Let's look at the temperature. Wow. How long have you been out in this area? 62 years. Wow. Est-ce que tu as tout ça été fait? Donc, fait que de nos années. Est-ce que ça n'a développé bien? Oui, non, pas pour ça. He said that was roads. Wasn't nothing like this. So juste qu'on forêt. Faut voir ici, hein? It was horse roads. It was basically walking trails. He's been out here when he was a horse. Ouais, des changements qui fait ici. Vous pensez bon changement ou bien pas bon changement? I said some of the changes that's been made around here, I think they're good or bad changes. Deal bon? Imaginez longtemps que vous êtes dans le bouillard, bon ici, il y a un test bon ici, pas vrai? Bon ici, t'as combien pour acheter? That take my butt. Bouillard longtemps. Wow. I told him, I said, I know back then land was sold for a very cheap price. He says they were selling land back then for $50, $150 centime, which is a square of packet in my share. Okay. Okay, good morning. Another mission.
As we can see, this is still a continuation of her walking every day from home to school. First we was in a car. Right now, we in the fog walking down the mountain. This is the journey that she has to take every day, twice a day. And for most of our followers, last time we was going on a hike, we was able to see behind the fog. But look at right here, we can't see nothing. It's all black. It's all the fog. That's what Kansas has to offer: the sun, the fog, and the rain. Oh, yeah, that's the best time for it. Because everybody's raining right now because it's about to rain. Everybody's on their planning mode.
Please share, guys. Please share this marathon. Don't forget, let's get the likes up. Please share as you come in. Let us know where you tuned in from. And here I am showing you guys a visit to a sponsored child. That's why when you do choose to become part of Life in Haiti,
Maybe.
any organization, why it is imperative, guys, to be involved. I promise you, you may feel as if we're asking too much, but I believe that God have us here because how does he bless people? He uses people to bless people. Rarely he's gonna send a bird to come and do the work. It takes each other, right? We understand, we feel, we can relate to each other. I say this all the time. I'm not asking you for, but many of you guys are blessed to bless other people. Let's be the change that we want to see in this world. And right here is an example as to why, as a sponsor, we look for kids who are genuinely in need.
Yes.
We look for kids that tomorrow you as a sponsor will be a testimony in their life and also to their memories of Haiti. Because a lot of these kids we sponsor, they have similar situations. So please share it, guys. Like. And while we're live, let me know what you think.
Yeah, do it.
Long way she has to go.
That's what I'm saying.
No complaints.
And I have a quick question for all of my viewers. How many one of your kids who have to go to school in this condition every day? How many? And how would they feel about it?
do a ton of work too.
Yep.
But they barely have time to even study.
Imagine your kid doesn't have a washing machine. They have to wash their clothes by hand. They have to clean the house before they leave. And probably when they come back, also, nothing to environment. Stay living.
Yeah. Jasmine? Jasmine, come on here. So, Fabi, when?
Maybe don't catch.
There she is. There she is.
Love.
Yes.
It's all about l'école Jodienne. So she stayed in to babysit so that my mom can watch. So, thank you, responsabilité. C'est ma tante. On n'a pas responsabilité, mais on est que eu même dit la verre n'a dans les après. Moi, j'ai une commission. Et moi, j'ai quand même un tous les. Je me blesse. Because I've been out her. And somewhere down the line, God heard her prayer. Let's see how this goes.
When we go back and revisit these uploads, it takes me back to square one. And I remember as I was doing the voiceover for this video, I could not contain myself. I couldn't stop myself from crying. I didn't understand why. I knew why I was crying. But why I was crying was the fact that I didn't know if anyone would understand the pain that that child was going through. And you have a lot of people that's going to say, I have an echo. I'm not sure how or what happened. Do I still have the echo? Do you guys still hear me with an echo? You know, I'm on my computer and I can't hear myself.
You sound good over here. I'm not sure. Better.
Let me see. It's better. Okay, awesome. It's clear now. Okay, you don't hear an echo. Okay, I'm sorry. I got a message saying that there was an echo, but I remember I was more hurt at the fact that, just as I say, when I was presenting this, I was focused on the number. I had about, I believe, maybe 10K subs. And we had done some huge projects. And I'm telling you, you know, I know you guys, some of you are that love me, but it's only so much I can put on you guys. And as I was releasing this, I always pray before I release an upload, especially those type of uploads. And I was asking God, please help me to make a difference there, like touch some hearts.
Yeah.
Because she had nowhere to live. I mean, when it rained, it takes this young lady to share her own testimony to get you guys to understand her testimony. It was just it will break anybody's heart.
Very hard.
But what I've learned is that God answers prayers.
He does.
And I tell her all the time, she was praying for somebody to deliver her, and God literally sent us to her front door. And what did we do? We ended up building her a place.
Yeah.
Life in Haiti was obedient to that calling and genuinely made a difference there. Yeah. Someone asked, what happened to her? Should I share with them? Should I?
Of course.
All right, guys. Maybe I usually don't share all my personal details in the background.
Yes.
But she is one of the kids that now lives with me.
With you. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Even though I am not sure how long I will keep her.
For now.
But for now, she lives with me.
Yep.
Why? Where I showed you guys, that whole road I've shown you guys, for those of you who are and who are not familiar with Haiti, that area is now invaded by gangs. They were invaded. Yeah. Many people along that route lost their lives. And up until today, people are not able to commute in that area. When it happened, when everyone was taking off running, she was already facing a lot of issues, such as her mother had up and just left her. Like a year prior to her even having the issues that just currently happened. Her mother just up and left her and her siblings in the house by themselves. So she was going to school by herself. She was the one tending to herself. She was doing everything by herself with, the supervision of the adults that's there in the village. But can you imagine a young child that's just there and tending to themselves, right? When everything started, she was smart, and somehow she never forgot my phone number. And that phone number is a phone number I think she will forever remember. And guess what she did when everything was happening and everyone was running? She had nowhere to go. Her and her brothers had nowhere to go. They were just going along with what everybody else was doing. They saw people run, they were running, and in the process asked somebody, hey, may I have a minute to call you? And just so happened that day I was by the phone. And I believe I was by the phone because while sitting by my phone, I got a message list that came across my phone that said that the people of Kinskov are in trouble. And my initial thought, and I think my whole team who's been working with me, and you guys know how close we've worked with that community. And the first thing that came to my mind was what was happening with her. How was Kashmir? Who was there to tend to her? What was happening with her? And, in a way, would she even be smart enough to get in contact, yada, yada, yada? But she was. And I felt that even though I didn't have the finances, I didn't have this or that, um, it was an obligation to give this little girl a chance
Yes.
because I knew from working up close with her, from being hands on and being involved as one who, worked closely with her through life, and she had no one else.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all she got.
Yep.
And I couldn't close my doors. So I told her, I already have another one of my nephews who, I've adopted that's been here with me, I think the last 2 years. And
Yes.
I didn't even choose my nephew. He chose me, right? And I said, he's a boy, she's a little girl. I have limited space, but I just said, you know what, come on in. And she's really a wonderful kid.
She is.
And it just shows me that what many of these kids in Haiti lack is love.
Yep.
They lack that affection. They lack guidance and sponsorship. That's the blessing of being a sponsor. You bring in guidance to an extent to that child. You bring them hope because had she not have had us, could you imagine where she would be?
Mm.
Could you imagine where she would be? All right, guys, let's give a shout out to Marie Jean Pierre tonight for the $50 Zelle. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for
Thank
the
you. Thank you.
$50 Zelle. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Has her mother contacted me?
Yeah.
It was a surprise that the mother did contact me. Because I'm going to tell you, we got to do a whole nother show about that. Yes, she did contact me. But if I was someone that didn't have all of my I's dotted and T's crossed, I
Love.
do believe I probably would have told her, just take your daughter and go.
Love.
Because the minute she had no value to her when she left her up there by herself, but the minute she now knows that she's with me, she's safe, she basically was talking, like giving me an ultimatum, like I literally had to pay her.
Yep.
To help her daughter. And
Yep.
I had to let her know, hey, I'm giving you a hand in an emergency situation. You're speaking like, I'm buying your daughter. So these people in Haiti, guys, you got to have a lot of patience to do the work that I do. A lot of understanding, all right? Especially with dealing with some of these people that if they're not playing a victim and not accepting accountability, they're putting their issues off on others. You find a lot of people in Haiti, they don't know how to differentiate business and personal. And they turn on a lot of people that have their best interests at heart. And that's just the honest truth. So I let her know that I see there's some things I could teach her. And I wanted just to help her along the way, that I'm giving her a hand. But at no time should she feel that I owe her, I should pay her, because I can hand her over to you right then and there. And as soon as she saw that I didn't bite,
she left.
And I have not heard from her since. So we'll see if I'll hear from her. So let's do our drawing. I noticed that our people are probably getting tired because I know it is a work. So I want to also ask you guys to send out prayers too for Faith Way Outreach Ministry, as they are facing death within that ministry. So you guys, please send up your prayer for Miss Gloria. As you guys know, she is a part of the team. And I did get news that they are facing a difficult time. But I want to congratulate them one more time as they are the duffel bag winner. The duffel bag winner, thank you so much for being the winner of the duffel bag, for all of your contributions and all of your love to Life in Haiti. Thank you so much. Faith Way Christian Outreach Ministry. We had two people yesterday to donate $50. Let's see, guys. Two people. Let's see who will be tonight's winner. As I do every night, you're gonna tell me when to stop. All right, I'm gonna roll until you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh. All righty. Let's see, guys. And the winner is Armidi, who donated via PayPal. So I am also not in touch with Armidi, but we do have your email, so I will be emailing you, Armidi. Thank you so much for the $50 PayPal to Life in Haiti Learning Center. May God bless you, and congratulations as being the owner of the waistband, the handcraft waistband from Ghana. And I hope that you will like it. Congratulations to Faithway Ministry as well. Do you have any last words that you'd like to share about sponsorship? As far as how important it is, any last words that you would like to share?
Yes. Yeah. As I said once again, being a sponsor parent, it is more than just clothing a child. We can do more. So let's do more. Let's build up this community. Let's give all these children hope. Not just going to school, but clothing them, making sure that they're healthy, making them get a doctor checkup, opening a bank account for them, giving them a little change, taking care of them, putting ourselves in their place so they can feel hopeful and not hopeless. There's enough going on in Haiti. Or Haiti's always on the news, and most of the time it's nothing good. And there's little kids, there's lots of little kids in Haiti. So let's do better. Let's be the village, and let's be the villagers that's alive and up and willing to do something more than just sending a child to school. Let's do a little bit more, because we can. Just a little bit more. Call, check upon them. With this organization, this community that we're in is so awesome. We can call Marie. We can ask her to speak to them, to speak to our sponsor child. We can do all of that. We can build a relationship, because sometimes you're in a home and neither mom or dad is there, like literally there, like physically, mentally there. And just for that child to know that there's someone else out there that cares about them, anything and everything is possible. It's possible. And if you believe and you have faith and you know how it works, because faith without works is dead. So let's not just say it. The more you do is more than what you just say. Yes, words are important, but actions speak louder than words. So let's do it together, team. Thank you guys so much for supporting Life in Haiti, for supporting Marie. All of us say yes to this, and all of us will do this. We can do this. We don't need to be, there's a lot of Haitian people. You guys are by the numbers. There are millions of you guys outside of Haiti. We can do this. We have you guys are educated. You guys have great jobs. I know how hard it is to live in foreign. Don't get me wrong. I know how it is. But a $5 may be nothing to you, but it'd be something to that child. A phone call, maybe you don't care, but for that child, that phone call makes a big difference in a child's life. I seen the way that Cashman, I am a sponsor parent. and I see the relationship that we have, just because she's always seen my face. She's always seen my face. I've asked her questions, and we build a relationship. Now she's learning English, and she's telling me what she's learning. It's just so sweet. She's no
So
longer that
does
little girl.
hold on, let me tell you, is that a testament as well to
Ah,
our English teacher and to the Life in Haiti staff? Is that also a
yes,
congratulations to our
yes.
English teacher?
Every one of the teachers in them is doing
Everyone.
excellent job. That little girl
Yes.
didn't know one word of English. She's only been with Marie for not that long. And she's already picked up, and she's like saying nose and my stomach and hi and hello. This is great news. So we can do it. Please, please, please. Let's do much more. Let's do more. We are blessed. Let's keep the blessing going. It's love is charity, and charity is love. It has nothing to do with anything else. They are children, innocent, and they deserve all the love they can get. And thank you guys for everything. Thank you for having me here today, Marie. I can do this again.
I thought you couldn't.
I can do this again. It's about
Uh-huh.
kids. It's about kids, and I would love to come to Haiti. I've never been, and I keep on saying that I would love to come. And I know my hubby says no, but it's okay. I will come. I will come because I want to visit. I want to hug my girl.
You
I
will
want to
get
hug
to.
her.
You
Because
will get to because
yes,
this
I will get to do that. There's much more. There's much more I will do
much
for
more.
her and with her. But for sponsor
Mhm.
parents out there, we can do much more. We
You
can
know,
encourage a
one of the most important things we
relationship.
forgot to speak about. What is it? The legacy
Yes.
account.
Yes. What's your leave alone?
Uh-huh. The legacy account, guys. For those who are watching, one of the things Miss Elizabeth have introduced to Life in Haiti is a legacy account.
Yeah.
She is one of the only ones who have that account with Life in Haiti for her sponsored child. And I know many of you guys are thinking, well, you cannot do that. Yes,
Yes, you
her
can.
child have a bank account in Haiti.
Yes.
That bank account, I am the one that opened it, and I've
Yes.
put it on there that it is for that child. And nothing cannot be removed
Nope.
until she is 18 years old. That way, in the event if something happens, that
Mm-hmm.
child will have something.
Thing.
Maybe
Yes.
you stay sponsoring that child for years. Let's say you sponsor a child through for their education 8, 9, 10 years, and they graduate. You'd be surprised $10 a month, even if it is $1,000
Always.
as a gift that you hand over to that child, that is a huge gift.
Yeah.
And it's unexpected, and it is something that I'm sure he or she will
Will love.
appreciate.
Yeah.
But you need to share info about those accounts. I do. Do I not share complete information about the accounts with you,
Well,
Miss
of
Elizabeth?
course you do. I asked you to do it for me. I sent you the money. You went in with her. You got it all signed. I got a copy of it. See her little signature. every
Yeah.
time, every time, every month,
Mm-hmm.
I send an
And
extra gift for her because
every time she
every
gets
time,
to see the balance
and
and
I see the
everything.
balance. I see it.
Yes.
It's in her name. No one touches it. It's as I said. I'm giving this kid hope, and I'm doing it all the way. And I know
Mm-hmm.
every one of us can do the same. It doesn't matter. $5, $2, $3. It doesn't matter. Just start something. We can do this. We can do it. So she's glowing. She's got a bank account. And
Mm-hmm.
right now she's the only one. And right now, but as of tomorrow, she will not be. There'll be other kids with the
Uh-huh.
same privilege.
Yes, the legacy account, guys, is an account that once we go and open it, 100% of our kids, before we accept you in the program, one of the requirements is for you to have a birth certificate.
Yes.
If you cannot identify yourself in that child, I may very well want to help you, but for our protection, then we can't, because by law in Haiti, we're not even supposed to accept a child without a birth
Birth
certificate to be
certificate.
able to identify who that child is. And that's the information we need to be able to open an account.
Yeah.
And that's how I am able to go into the bank and open the account, have the booklet, and once that child hit their 18th birthday, I'll
Yeah.
hand it over.
Yeah.
Mercedes, as you know, everything that you like to know about your child,
Yes.
send me a text.
Ask her.
However we're in touch, just ask me. You will get
Yeah.
it, right? So Liz will tell you since day one through the whole
Yeah.
process, from when we open the account, from when she sends money, when I do the deposit,
Mhm.
she has all of that information. Of course, I do not share that with her sponsored child. That is a Life in Haiti secret, but it does exist, and it is under her name. And once she turned 18, she will walk away with that from Life in Haiti. I
Yeah.
think that's a great, great blessing.
Yeah. So I
Uh-huh.
had no idea about
No,
that.
I had no
And
idea about what a
no,
legacy
no.
account is. Never heard of it. A legacy account, hold on a second. Let me see. Can you explain a little bit what a legacy account is?
Me?
Yeah, before we go, can you explain a little bit?
Well, as far as I know, you have the you have her birth certificate. You take her. She went in with you, and they give her a little bank book, a booklet. And every time you deposit the money, there's interest in it. And like I said, as Marie said, it's until she's 18 years old, then she gets it. So whatever her future holds, she gets it. But to be honest with you, I don't think I live in her that long in Haiti until she's 18. That's the honest truth.
And a legacy account is a special savings account,
Account.
guys.
Yeah.
Mercedes, it's a special savings account outside, right?
Yeah.
And I'd like for you guys to consider setting that up
Hmm.
after that first year of sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
We want to know that that child is is a child that's suitable for that extended sponsorship, because sometimes we pick a child because of financial circumstances, but then we find out more as we get involved. So that legacy account is for a sponsor that, like, I have some of you guys who have been sponsoring a child for the last 3 years.
Hmm.
That child has been consistent. They have been doing all that they can to make sure to pass, to respect our rules and guidelines. Those are the kids I'm talking about. But you, as a sponsor, you could choose to have a legacy account for any one of them. That legacy account, let's just say, in the event if something happened to you as the sponsor, and maybe you're one of them that wonder what would happen to that child if I could no longer assist them anymore. What would their life be like moving forward? It's kind of like a life insurance policy
Hmm.
that many, parents have. In the event of death, then that child will get something, and your hope is that they will manage it and be able to, move, live off of that. So that is what a legacy account is. It is a special savings account. If you are interested in that special savings account for your child, just call me. We'll talk about it. It is not something that is simply done within Life in Haiti. It is a legal binded document.
Man.
So I don't want you to think that it's between myself and the director or just
No,
simply between myself. No.
no.
I actually go into the bank. That child name is on that account,
Mhm.
and the bank is aware that that child will nothing can be removed up until that child is 18 years
18.
old from that account. Hmm. Yeah, why was not don't have one? Oh, she can have one. She can have one, Mercedes. She can have one. And I know that you are also an awesome sponsor, and you know the situation too with was not your sponsor child. That's why, and you're one that's also pretty much involved. Every situation is different, and like her situation,
Mm.
her sponsor child. I pretty much have control of it there a lot
You're going
more.
on live, eh?
And you're one that with your sponsor child, the
Disgust me.
situation is so tricky that I've shared with you the details in the background that before I go and make some type of long-term decisions or bring long-term, decisions to you, I just kind of want to make sure we have a few more years of relationship with her under our belt, and that her guardian really really understand, that the role in which we play in her life. And you know Oh, of course. No one would know about this account. It'll be
Yeah.
me, you, and God. But I'm not gonna tell even her sponsored child parent, because I don't
No,
need nobody hating on that baby. I don't need nobody trying to,
hurt that child.
anything funny. Because keep in mind, in Haiti, anything dealing with money, five
It's,
dollars may be nothing to you, and it
mm,
may be millions to another.
yeah.
And this is not just in Haiti, but I don't put a limit as to, yeah. And we will do that, Mercedes. We'll do that. You'll give full disclosure. See, Liz just
Mhm.
said how it will be more kids, to, and I'll tell you what, your child, she is a wonderful little girl too, Liz. This little girl, I'm telling you, is just a whole nother.
I know.
Just be proud. The
I
18,000,
am.
18 million who is watching right now, guys, just be proud, right? Be proud
Say
that we're
hi.
doing something positive. Herbie, come on, yeah. Be proud of what we are doing in Haiti because it is needed. And her child is an
Mhm.
example of
You're saying hi.
what we're doing
Saying
is
hi.
is needed. It's needed in Haiti. She deserves it. She's very
Yeah.
smart, very very smart little girl, and
Marie saying hi to
I
you. What
think
are you doing?
I know she deserves a legacy account. Put it like that.
Maybe take off
But
the
we
thing.
know
Take it
what's
off.
surrounding her.
Just say hi. Bend down. Maybe say.
Uh-huh. Well, Liz, thank
Yes.
you so much. Um, tell Herbie I said hi.
Say hi, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
How are you? Come on, yeah.
Ma plus mal ou même.
La, moi, je fais technicien pour madame, nan. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me
Uh-huh.
on, and have a blessed day, and thanks for everything.
Thank you for everything that you do, you and your family. Say hi to Anthony too.
Yes, I have. Well, by the way, before I go, I also encourage my son to sponsor a child. He has the Most High bless him with a job, and I told him he has to give something back. So he sponsored a
Mm-hmm.
child. And I also tell him the same thing. Make sure that child is going to school and get involved. And he said,
Yeah,
okay, get involved. If everybody gets involved with their sponsorship, that child, they build a relationship with that child, anything is possible. Everything is possible. But you
Every
must build a relationship with that child.
it
And with
is
Marie, Life in Haiti, we can do that.
definitely.
Marie, God bless you. God bless you,
You too.
honestly.
You too.
No weapon formed against you. God bless you.
Amen. I received that. I need all of them. We need all of that. The country
Amen.
of Haiti. The country, we need it. Thank you, Liz. You have a good
See you.
night. Enjoy
Good
yourself.
night.
Good night,
Bonsoir.
baby. Good night,
Bonsoir tout le monde.
guys. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As you all know, and we talk about this all the time on the channel, being a sponsor is a huge commitment. Once we decide to step in and start helping some of these kids, even families and parents, it is imperative that we wholeheartedly do that and do it with both hands. So for those of you guys who are sponsors, ask yourself, are you involved? When the last time I probably shared a report card with you? You can always pull me up. And if I did share a good report card with you, did you ask to speak to that child? Did you ask to congratulate them? Maybe did you gift them with 5 or 10 or 15, 20 bucks? For you, you may think, Marie, that is just too small. I can't do, but I promise you, what's too small in your sight is a blessing to another. Maybe a bag of rice if you can afford it. But if you're not financially able to, please do not feel as if you are not needed. One of the main support many of the children and even families they are in need of is that mental health support, something that is completely ignored in Haiti. Many of these kids continue to be displaced, continue to face poverty within their own personal life. It's a normal day to feel hopeless, even within their community. Believe me, a phone call saying, Maria, I would like to speak to my sponsored child, asking them how they're doing, seeing how their day went. You may feel it's not important, but believe me, it is very important. How often have you and I been down and a friend called and genuinely lifted our spirit? Because just at your lowest, that friend brought you up and just reminded you that, hey, you could go through some things, but just don't forget the value of who you are. I thank you guys so much for all of your support throughout this marathon. And I know that these these type of lives are not the coolest lives. I knew it from the beginning, but I went against all odds and said, I'm not going to focus on numbers. I do not mind if we didn't have tons of people watching, because I know that if I had 2 people watching, that these 2 people were an army up against thousands. It didn't matter. And the focus is to continue to make a difference. If you watch this long, I hope I've encouraged you to share. And by now, I hope you've liked. If you're new to the channel and you like the work or you like the vision, please subscribe to the channel. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Tell somebody you love them. And yes, I'll be back again tomorrow with the finale. Mr. Gene will be joining me on live, and we'll be closing out. But you can still donate. And don't think that your assistance ends here throughout the marathon. No. We are still in need of your assistance, even afterwards, guys. So whenever God put in a few extra bucks in your pocket, please don't forget about the children of Life in Haiti. Don't forget about Life in Haiti with Marie. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You guys asked me for it. We have it. So all of your donations is tax deductible to the extent of the law. I love you guys, and you guys have a blessed one.